There's too much going on. Hunt's post this week. How much are you willing to pay to fund the police? But I know this laptop does everything backwards, but this is this divvy Jason Ablewhite. Likes to wear a top hat, you know. Really in touch with the working man he is. Although his business went bankrupt recently, a few years ago. So yet again, I presume he'd chosen a Wednesday at lunchtime or something, but he was in Huntingdon saying, do you want to pay an extra £1 a year, an extra 33 pence a month, or not pay anything? I think at this point, people will pay money to make Cambridge Police go away. Right, I've got conflicting information on this, which will become clear. They've written to me again to inform me that my phone is ready for collection. This is not PC Harman, this is, I don't know, SJ Spackman. Well, listen, Spackles. One, you stole it from me, so really you should return it. Not you personally, but the police. And two, I don't want it back because it's going to have police disease on it now. And if I touch it, I might become a liar and a thug and a law-breaking bully. But they even give me a special form that I can fill in. If I want some, I can get someone else to come collect it for me. You know, just to be sure you're not arresting me. I'm sure you'll be around shortly now because your bent bailiff will want the unlawful £860 fine. So you can come round and back him up. We'll have a fucking party then. I've got the... I wondered what the fucking thing was when it came up. I could see it was professional standards. It looked like fucking War and Peace. I don't know how the envelope had fucking exploded. This is Inspector Liar Lovatt. Now, it's been signed off by Detective Chief Inspector Beebe. I'm pretty sure I've seen that name before. And I'm pretty sure he or she is bent and bought and paid for. But it's comedy gold. It's fucking comedy gold. I've been sitting here laughing, I nearly fell off my chair. This is when they arrested me in March, all the body cam footage videos on the channel. And also the phone call from PC Harman. PC Harman Liar confirmed or something, I think I called it. And there's 2 body cam footage, which unfortunately I couldn't get so that you could see the pictures of, but I did a sort of running commentary on it. There's a load, a load of shit. She's putting a load of stuff about the law on assault or something for some reason. There's a whole fucking page of it. They're trying to say they obeyed the law, but that's actually part of her fucking conclusion report. She's just put in a whole fucking page on the law on assault. It doesn't matter. I mean, you've admitted now, basically, that I wasn't charged or arrested last year before I was taken to court and fined. And therefore, I can now get a no-win, no-fee solicitor. And I'll sue you for 50,000 fucking pounds. There's a bit. I've just watched the body cam footage actually because I didn't think that was accurate, but it is quite accurate. That's when PC Lester, the silly blonde tart, is. Oh, shit. Sorry, that covers the microphone up, doesn't it? That's when PC Lester, the silly blonde tart, was going, "Get off that laptop! Get off that laptop!" They've cleared them all, of course. Would you expect anything different? I can complain to the IPCC, who will also clear them all. I can guarantee that. But they've done the phone call. They've done a voice log of the phone call from PC Harman. Hello. That's me answering. Hello, is that Mr. Dacres? Yes, speaking. Hello, Mr. Dacres. My name is PC Harman. I'm phoning from Huntingdon Police Station. right? Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thanks. What it is, Mr. Dacres, I've had an allegation made against yourself for a malicious communication, sending of unwanted text messages. I need to speak to you about this matter, and I'd like to organise a time that's suitable for yourself and myself for a voluntary interview. Inaudible. Well, no, you don't have to answer any questions. That's what I'm saying. The idea is to set a time that's suitable for yourself and for me. You can organise your own solicitor, or I can get to duty. You can come here to Huntington. We have an interview in the interview room, and when we finish, you go home. So I need to sort out a time for you to come down for that. Inaudible. For a court interview. Oh, they've put Mr. Dacres says, is that you refusing to come for a voluntary interview? Again, me, inaudible. So I don't know why. I don't know if that for a court interview, is that you refusing to come for a voluntary interview? Why would it be a court interview? You see, DC Minion said this in the interview with Cambridge Police, which is also on the channel, Interview with Cambridge Police. Instead of saying for the benefit of the tape, he said for the benefit of the court. She's just said for a court interview. They were going to take this to court, whatever I fucking said. I could have turned up wearing a Wellington boot on my head and they would have cleared me sane enough to attend. They were already in fucking court when they were doing this. Anyway, okay, I know you're not obliged to answer any questions. That's what will happen in an interview. You can go no comment if you wish, so that is your choice. But you actually need to attend the interview to be able to not answer any questions. I'm going to ask the question again. Why do you need to attend a voluntary interview? It's right fucking there in front of you. It's the two words, voluntary. Interview. Voluntary. Voluntary. How can you be forced to attend? How can they come and arrest you because you haven't attended a voluntary interview? It's voluntary. You fucking idiots. Inaudible. Okay, do you? Are you saying you're not going to attend the interview, organise a time with me? Inaudible. Well, I'm asking you. I need to speak to you about this matter. I don't want to arrest you. I'd rather we do it by voluntary interview. But I can only agree that if you agree it. Inaudible. Basically, everything right I've answered is inaudible. Except right at the end, when you can suddenly hear my voice again, because she says, okay, that's fine, Mr. Dacres, I'll terminate this call and I'll speak to you shortly. And I said, fine. Fucking amazing that, isn't it? Right, beginning and end, you can hear my voice, but all the way through the middle, it's all blocked out. Right, however, this is where it gets really fucking funny. The majority of the conversation by Mr. Dacres is inaudible. However, PC Harmon states in a written account that on the phone, Mr. Dacres kept saying, am I obliged to answer questions? Well, I never saw that written account. I have then reviewed the relevant legislation and police force policies that are applicable in regards to this. I've only had one beer, I swear. In regards to this incident, they are as follows. This is when she puts the whole fucking page of law in for some reason. Police and Criminal Evidence Acts and all that shit, which is a load of bollocks. I missed a page. Right, I thought I saw this earlier. Basically, right, PC Harmon's been cleared on that evidence. I did refuse to attend a voluntary interview according to this evidence. That might be, I'm not sure. Oh my God. So she's managed to clear, and then, that's why they put in this whole page of law, just to distract me, isn't it? From the fact that PC Harmon's guilty as fucking sin. Charge, talking about the case. Charge and court result. As a result, Mr. Dacres' arrest, he was charged with the offences of sent communication, blah, blah, blah. The trial date was set for 9th of November. Mr. Dacres failed to attend court on this date. The trial went ahead in Mr. Dacres' absence. Yes, that's because I was told it wasn't happening. Because the CPS wanted to vacate the court date. Nothing was ever said about we're still pressing ahead with this old police. That's why I wasn't there, because he told me it wasn't happening. But then, as I covered last night, you didn't expect me to get that letter, did you? Not before the date. If for some reason PC Dean has decided to state that he was on uniform duty in full police uniform. Why do you normally come out naked? Seriously, £50,000. That's just the statements. I'm quickly glossing through them to make sure there's nothing. Right, so they were back to PC Harmon. So I rang Dacres and he answered a number and had a discussion with me on the phone where I invited him to an interview which he has refused to attend. So she is definitely saying I refused to attend. And she's been cleared on that because all my conversation was inaudible. There was one more bit I wanted to do. Oh yes, PC Harmon did receive a letter from me saying that I was refusing to collect my phone. This is where I was a bit confused because she's now in contact with the property system to see what we can do in this situation. However, I believe as property requires a signature, they will possibly send it out recorded delivery. If I just go back to the original letter. Shit, where's up in that? Oh, there it is. That was the one folded up there. If the property is not collected within 28 days from the date of this letter, Cambridgeshire Police reserve the right to dispose of it under provisions of the Police Property Act 1897 or the Torts Interference with Goods Act 1977. Yes, you certainly did interfere with my goods. Well, go ahead and destroy it then. Then I'll have you on theft and destruction of property. It was quite a funny bit when she put in all the stuff about the law, about your entitlement to defend yourself and use force, which I thoroughly believe that any householder should have when the police force their way in completely unlawfully, as has already been admitted before you went ahead with the unlawful trial, which you told me you weren't going to do. Mr. Dacre's phone was seized with sufficient reason as the allegation was that he had sent numerous messages and therefore his phone was required. Well, now, the trouble was I wasn't given a reason and I wasn't given a receipt either. So you're fucking thieving bastards. You and that fuckface Sergeant Striker, whatever his fucking name is, who you've lost. There was a further letter sent to Mr. Dacres from Sergeant Flavel inviting him for a voluntary. No mention of interview. To which again he didn't respond, to which led to his arrest. Now I think what finally led to my arrest was you phoning me up on the afternoon of Friday, March 24th, saying you wanted to investigate 25 years of theft in the public purse, thereby tricking me into being at home and answering the door to the scum Nazi fucking dictatorship police. You fuckface wankers. Oh, this is the bit. I asked Mr. Dacres to attend a voluntary interview as this was the most appropriate way, in my opinion, to deal with it. On phoning him, he kept stating, "Am I obliged to answer questions?" That was all the inaudible bits. I did explain that he was not obliged, but would need to attend to not answer questions. He's See how they twist things. And that I wanted to do it by voluntary at a suitable time for him and myself, and did not want to arrest him. Well, you didn't, love. PC fuckface Nazi fucking coward bully Dean did. I gave him every opportunity to organise an interview to which he would not provide a response, and therefore this was taken as a refusal. In her statement to the court, she said, he refused. Now, suddenly, it was taken as a refusal. Changing your story there, love. Fucking lying much. But of course, based on the investigation obtained during my investigation, we don't know which one. We don't know if this was when she'd finished collecting all the evidence and was starting her final report, or 5 weeks later when she was still, in fact, gathering evidence and it was an ongoing inquiry. We don't know which investigation is. Isn't it strange how what's his face or her face, non-gender specific name, who I covered last night, is now investigating the recorded phone call? I think you'll find yourself down the job centre. Inspector Liar Lovatt. You can join Sergeant Striker and the numerous other ones of you have had fucking kicked out. Thug number 1 marched into my hallway. We did. You'd think it would cause a police officer to pause slightly when someone said, are you here to take my statement? But no, he knew all about that because I suspect he was the one that made the phone call on the Friday afternoon. The custody log shows that Mr. Dacres was taken to the charge desk at 0141 hours. At 0145 hours, the custody record shows that Mr. Dacres was charged and bail was refused as the custody sergeant believed that Mr. Dacres would fail to appear in court. No one even mentioned fucking bail to me. Not the refusal of it, not the offer of it. Mind you, you've probably lost that recording as well. You're good at losing recordings that are recorded at the cell's reception. But quite good at losing desk sergeants as well. Oh, there you go. They have got 24 hours to charge you. I always thought it was 48. It's not. Remainder of time in custody, Mr. Dacres was being held as a non-paced prisoner due to being charged. This is them justifying that I wasn't kept in custody too long. Which they knew, they timed down to the minute. Mr. Dacres has stated in his complaint email 1st May that no arrest warrant was shown during his arrest. Section 24 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984 states if an offence has been committed, a constable may arrest without a warrant anyone who is guilty of the offence. Why do you know I'm guilty of it? You don't question me yet. I haven't been to court yet. And anyone who has reasonable grounds for suspecting to be guilty of it, there you go. Therefore, for the arrest of Mr. Dacres on 24th March, an arrest warrant would not have been necessary. Unfortunately, it was an indictable offence, so an arrest warrant would have been necessary because you're all a bunch of lying fuckface Nazi dictatorship wankers. Amazing. Absolutely fucking amazing. I have reviewed the statement of PC Harmon. PC Harmon states that Mr. Dacres refused to attend an interview. Mr. Dacre states that he did not refuse, but merely repeatedly asked if he was obliged to attend, and states PC Harmon seemed to have no answer. The video footage of the telephone call shows that PC Harmon states the following to Mr. Dacres. Sorry if this is dragging on a bit, guys. Try and keep up. I'm fucking trying. No, you don't have to answer any questions when you get here, no. But you do need to be spoken to. You do need to be spoken to, and I do need to ask you questions. You don't have to answer those questions, but I do need to ask you them. PC Harmon repeats this on more than one occasion during the call. This shows that PC Harmon did ask Mr. Dacre's question. Okay. So she asked me a question. PC Harmon asked Mr. Dacres several times if he will attend a voluntary interview. Mr. Dacres does not agree to this and does not arrange a time and date with PC Harmon. Oh, naughty boy. Not agreeing a time and date because you're acting completely unlawfully, you psychotic bitch. Fucking hell, what's wrong with me? Not to arrange a time and date with PC Harmon to attend a police station and chooses to repeat the same question each time. In the statement of PC Harmon, she states that Mr. Dacres refused to attend. In the circumstances described, PC Harmon has taken the actions of Mr. Dacres as a refusal to attend a voluntary interview. Not, he refused. She has taken my actions as a sign. Well, a fucking sign that something's wrong here, isn't there? I've applied the balance of... Oh, they like the balance of probabilities because it means absolutely fuck all. I've balanced the conflicting accounts against each other and have come to the conclusion that there is insufficient evidence to support the allegation against this officer. Well, either she lied or she didn't. And lying's misconduct. So, job centre, Inspector Liar Lovatt. That's all I'm going to say. At the conclusion of the criminal case, the officer in the case, PC Harmon, has contacted Mr. Dacres in order to return his mobile phone to him. PC Harmon states Mr. Dacres has written her a letter refusing to collect his phone. PC Harmon has therefore contacted the property staff to see what they would do in this situation. This information confirms that PC Harmon has notified that Mr. Dacres can have his mobile phone back. Yes, well, let's just make sure that everyone's done their fucking job, shall we? That makes everything all right, then. PC Dean appears to have merely seized the mobile phone on behalf of the officer in the case, PC Harmon. Yes! Because it's never anyone's fucking fault, is it? Seriously, £50,000. Fucking. No organisational learning identified. Good luck if you live in Cambridgeshire and you look at a bailiff the wrong way. Seriously. Oh. Have you ever heard so much shit in your entire life? I'm gonna watch this back. I'll see y'all there.